not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I said, I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
Up the chaos!
proudly brings to you, it's
Awesome.
YouTube
live stream.
Champions of the World!
This is your boy L from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
Oh, what's up, peeps? Oh, it's your boy L from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, hot Popics live stream coming at you. Oh, I'm sorry we're late, guys. This time I'll take responsibility. It's running my mouth, yap, behind the scenes. So, what's up, guys? How we doing, bro? How you doing today?
All right, and you, man?
I'm
Doing
good.
Sorry.
You know, I was a little, you know how I do. I'm a little tired. Usually before the stream, it's like, oh, I want to go take a nap, whatever. But then I hit our intro and I'm just ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
Oh man, I'm so ready for this. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Funko news to talk about.
No, it isn't. Like, what's going on in the land of Funko? They're doing a lot of exclusive drops. They're dropping exclusive, I think, one every day this week so far.
Yeah, I think they did.
Monday was Batman. Oh no, sorry. No, Batman was yesterday.
It was Tuesday.
Monday.
I don't even remember. No,
One of those. But anyway,
it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday.
They've been dropping exclusives, and they're dropping the exclusive off that list. I remember that post that we were tagged in. I think PDX shared it with all the exclusive. You know, they're about to drop. So far, I think it's maybe 3 or 4, 5 of those on that list. So
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And with the Fun Day or Fun TV, whatever the heck it's called, they haven't really shared any information about anything coming out.
You know what's happened? I think what happened is I was saying to Rian today was last year Fun TV was part of the Funko Fair. It was small. They were just introducing it on the Funko Fair. This year it's its own entity. It's its own thing.
Okay.
And I think that's where I got mixed up. But even saying that, watching the first episode of the Funko TV thing, do you remember that game show thing they did?
I actually didn't watch
200.
It.
This is no, but last year. Remember that game show thing they did?
Yeah.
200, and which theme do you want to take? Marvel, DC, or whatever. And then after each genre, they will reveal pops, right?
Right.
If you remember correctly.
Right.
This year they didn't do that on Fun TV, so it's like, okay. Sure. So it was a little bit awkward. Like the first video, everyone was expecting some sort of reveal or something, and then like nothing happened. Right. So it's like,
yeah. From what I heard, all they talked about was Paka. They didn't really mention anything about pops or anything new or what have you. So I didn't even bother watching it. I was actually on Wayne and Tech's the Wayne Tech Experience last night, and they were talking about it. They were like, "Yeah, you didn't miss anything. It's nothing really to watch. They didn't announce anything, what have you." But Wayne did bring up something, that there was a lawsuit filed against Funko for double dipping. I still didn't look it up to see what it was about. I should have before the show, or at least sometime during the day, but I didn't remember. And I was saying that maybe the lawsuit is stopping them from really doing anything as far as the Fun TV or Funko Fair. I just realized that it was 2 separate things that they put together last year, because it was Fun TV and the Funko Fair. So
yeah, because last year Fun TV was.
Remember that.
Fun TV was new last year. It was the first time it happened last year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, but also when a lawsuit is filed against you, either as a company, entertainer, or whatever, a lot of times there's an injunction, which means they stop you from doing certain things. So maybe the whole Fun TV thing, like there's stuff in there that they just can't reveal or can't talk about now because of this lawsuit. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't look up the lawsuit to see what it was about, so I'm not 100%
Perhaps,
sure
yeah.
on that, but that could have something to do with it. But either way, I mean, so far it hasn't been what we thought it was going to be, and especially considering that since the new year started, they haven't really um, shown anything. They haven't really announced anything. It's just been, you know, here's a few pre-orders here, and here's the newest Funko Shop drop, and that's pretty much it. Hasn't been anything like they were doing before, so I'm just kind of surprised. Like Funko
So
really
what
slowed
what I'm
down
thinking
on.
about, unless what they're gonna do is make February really big. February, March is gonna be like, poof,
Oh yeah, I
that's
mean,
not easy
Emerald
to it.
City was usually in March because it fell around. It fell around first of all my birthday, and secondly St. Patrick's Day because the whole green thing.
Yeah.
Um, Last year they did ECCC in December, I think, and it's like, all right, so what's going to drop this spring? Because ECCC was the spring convention; it was in March.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do now for that particular time period. I'm pretty sure they're going to do something. Just don't know what. Really kind of lost there. But yeah, it's crazy. There's something else I wanted to talk to you about, the NFTs, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, so but I'll bring that point up when you talk about.
Yeah, let's hit up the chat. The chat. What's up, people? We got the Welsh Dragon Funko Hunter was here nice and early. We were late. What's up? What's going on? Yessie Lou always in the house, coming to hang out with us. Thank you for showing up. DPJ, what's going on? Thank you for coming to hang with us. James Bashirs, how are you doing? I'm good. The one, the only hard collector Fiend always comes to hang out with us.
Oh, I found out something interesting about the Fiend just a few moments before the stream.
What do we got?
You need to look up Wyndham Rotunda when you search on YouTube. So either there's this YouTuber that's getting really creative with his videos, but if it's that, or Bray Wyatt is working on something very, very interesting.
All right. We got
guys.
to check that out.
If you want to have a look, check out Wyndham Rotunda. Just search that, and you'll see the first. Oh man, very interesting stuff.
Well, HCF sent me a letter. I still haven't opened it. I kind of figure what's in here, but I haven't opened it yet because I'm either going to do it on a live or I'm going to do it as part of a video. I have a package that's supposed to be coming today, so I wanted to do a video for it. I'm going to incorporate it. So I got you. I got it.
Got it.
Crazy Scottish Pop Collector, what's up? Thank you for showing up. Thomas, thank you for coming to hang out with us. We appreciate it. Nadia, aka Little Monster, what's up, Nadia? How you doing? Thank you for coming to hang out with us. I think that's everybody. Oh, Rion, what's going on, bro? Thank you for showing up, coming to hang out with us.
HCF, bro. I think the latest one, it's got Braun Strowman in it. Adam Shearer, whatever he called himself now. So just to let him know what he's looking for.
Oh, okay. Quick Draw, thank you for showing up, hanging out with us.
That's a good draw.
And of course, Kay, how we doing today? I'm gonna call you maybe after the stream to say hey before I go to bed. Thank you for coming to hang out. All right, guys. So now that we're caught up on the chatty chat, also just so you guys know, I missed my Patreon giveaway for last month and this month. So in February, I will most likely be doing 3 patron giveaways And since I missed 3 giveaways, I'm gonna try to do some just random giveaways for you, the people. But I'm not gonna announce when
The
it's gonna happen.
people.
It's just gonna happen.
We,
So
the people.
that's right. So you guys are just gonna have to come show up, and if you're here and I'm doing giveaways, you're eligible for giveaways. Of course, if you're overseas, we're gonna have to work something out, maybe a gift card, something like that. But within the United States, I will have some pops and stuff to give away. Either I'll show off a pop stack, kind of like our friend the Bearded Barbarian does, or I'll just have something to give that I'm sure you guys will appreciate. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet, but I do have to do my Patreon giveaways. And if you want to be part of those Patreon giveaways, go over to my Patreon.
Link in the bio.
Link,
link in the description.
In the description.
It's in bio. Instagram.
What's up, John? Thank you for showing up. So yeah, absolutely. Check those out. And I think Pop Heat's got something like that coming up pretty soon. Oh, maybe.
Possibly. Some things in the works.
Something's in the works, baby. Also, don't forget tonight after Hot Popics, that's starting at, what did we say? What time?
Well, I said 7 p.m. EST.
Okay,
After
somewhere
Hot
between 6:30 and 7 p.m. tonight.
Plus minus.
Plus minus, exactly. We got Pop the Chaos, hosted by Pop Heat on Pop Heat's channel. So be sure to come hang out with us for that. As I promoted on the Wayne Tech Experience last night, if you're not watching the Pop the Chaos live streams, I don't know what you're doing. Like, don't watch Hot Popics. Don't watch like my videos. Don't watch live Chase's live morning Funko review. Watch the Pop the Chaos. It's the best thing on YouTube.
This is not a paid promotion.
It's not a paid promotion. I'm literally crafted on all our other lives. Like the whole Pop the Chaos crew, we all do lives here and there and our own stuff. But the Pop the Chaos together, it's always hilarious, out of control. Watch them. Watch them. I mean, watch all the other stuff too. I'm just playing, but Pop the Chaos is awesome.
Stop by. Say hello.
Oh man. I appreciate that. If you're gonna join, I appreciate this. Different tiers, like you don't have to join like the highest tier, whatever. Just take a look at it, see what you think. If you like it, of course we appreciate it. If you don't, no worries. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. It's just kind of one of those things you put out there, and if people join, great. It helps out the channel, and definitely appreciate it. So I would say let's talk Funko, but there's not really much Funko to talk about.
Funko is like a desert. It's just dry and nothingness at the moment.
Yeah, they haven't really been doing much. I mean, they did drop the Bo-Katan Valentine's Star Wars pop today, which I did order.
Did you know that other 4-pack or 3-pack, whatever it is, the other Valentine's one? I didn't know they were diamond at first.
I didn't know.
I didn't know it was diamond at first. And when they dropped it, I was like, bro, they're diamond.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, holy crap. But I ordered.
Maybe like I was going to lose his shit. Like, it's like, oh my God, they're diamond.
So I ordered Bo-Katan and these 3. I got the Mando. I got Ahsoka. Did I get Grogu? I think I got Grogu. So I ordered those 4. Yeah, it was those 4. And only because since Bo-Katan dropped, I didn't think it was gonna sell out, but I didn't want to mess around and miss it, because a lot of times you think something's not gonna sell out and then it sells out and you're like, damn it. So I got it. But what was I looking for? Products. What do I usually go into? They changed stuff. I think it's in exclusives. Yeah, okay. They dropped this one, the Batman in the wingsuit, which I proclaimed is a future Grail, so y'all better jump on it. People were giving me a lot of crap for that. No, I don't think it's a future
I bought
Grail,
this pop because you said it would be a Grail.
I don't think it's gonna be a future Grail, guys, but people are crapping all over this movie before it even comes out, and I've seen it happen so many times where people crap on something before it comes out, ends up being awesome, and then a lot of people got to swallow their words and you know eat some humble pie or whatever. Like, listen, if you like Batman, if you think the movie's gonna be good, you like the design of the pop, just get it. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. I honestly don't like the design of it, but it could end up being a cool scene from the movie, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I want to grab that." So if you're interested, grab it now, and
You see,
regardless what happens, at least you have the pop you want. That's
the thing is, I wanted to get the Batman 10-inch, right? Because I was excited for it coming out. But this, I know that's how the Batman looks in
the movie,
and everything. But the stitching around his mask and stuff, it just
bothers you. I get it.
It bothers me a little bit. So I just can't
Here it is, and they got the jumbo $40. Yeah. See, I don't
know.
I don't mind it because I understand what they're going for. It's more of a, and then, thrown together Batman look because he's just starting. He's been Batman for like a year ish, so But again, it's one of those things. Like I said, if you're not interested, don't go for it. If you don't like it, don't bother with it. But if you are, buy it. Like, buy what you like. Don't buy what you think, oh, it's going to be a Grail or it's not going to be a Grail or I have time, because then if it sells out, you're going to be mad that you didn't get it for $15 when you could have. And now people are selling it for $20, $30, whatever. So, Do you think Sonic flocked pops will be future Grails? I don't know. I know that Sonic has been a pretty big license for Funko. All the Sonic Pops pretty much sell. I had the Super Sonic Pop before they dropped the Super Tails and Super Silver 2-pack. Was it last year before, whenever the heck they dropped that? And I put it on eBay figuring, okay, I'll get like 20, $30 for it. And I ended up getting like $70 for it because the new pops were announced like right after I listed it. So I just kind of got lucky there. But as far as the flocked ones actually do hold their value. So I don't know future Grail, but if you're gonna go for that flock Knuckles, go grab it and get it early because I think it's gonna do nothing but go up. So
I think I agree with you. I think Knuckles is gonna go high, very high. It's one of those, I don't know, for some reason he's a very popular character, man. He just seems to be, everybody wants him.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fan of Knuckles. Like when I was playing Sonic, because I didn't get into Sonic until Sonic 2 when Tails came along. Because me and my friend, when we realized that a second player could take control of Tails, it was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It helps out a little bit in the game. And then Sonic 3 came out with Knuckles, and then Sonic and Knuckles came out where you could play as Knuckles, and then you could play Sonic 3 as Knuckles. You could interchange the games. So I was like, oh my god, it was so cool. And I never really got into the cartoon and the comics and all that stuff with all the other characters because they had Amy and Silver and a whole bunch of the others. I don't remember all the names, but Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic Spinball. I think I still have all of them in a box somewhere. And it's like, yeah, Knuckles was my boy. So, I mean, he's red, of course. So, he got that little gliding thing. So that was cool. And
that helps a little bit.
Yeah, and then he was kind of a badass with attitude. And, I like characters like that. So I'm like, oh, let's go. What's up, Chase? Thank you for showing up. Coming to hang out with us.
Chase, my bro.
Don't
talk about that sport.
No. We're not talking
about something happened.
Yeah, something happened, but we're not going to talk about it.
I don't know. I don't follow it.
Yeah, it's going to be like that. I mean, like I told you guys before, I've got 2 targets almost equal distance away from me in two different directions. But the one that's closest to me travel wise, meaning I can get to quicker, that's the target that never gets anything. And then the other target that takes me a little bit longer to get to, maybe 10 minutes longer. But that's the one that always has everything. So we'll have to see. Because that's the target I went to when I got that Black Panther Blacklight for new and old. You know, me and the kids were going out. I was like, listen, I'm gonna be at Target soon. I'll see if they have one. And they had one left. And if he didn't want it, I would have kept it. But he wanted it. So I was like, all right, I got you.
No, that actually came out here today. I think the stores this side announced it. So
awesomeness. But yeah, not much to talk about on the Funko front as far as new stuff. They dropped Sully with Boo. They dropped the Silent Swordsman from Yu-Gi-Oh! They dropped the Batman in the wingsuit, and they dropped Bo-Katan. So, you know, like if you're gonna go for any of those things, go for it. The TLC Funko Golds went up for pre-order today. If you guys missed that, anybody who wants them, I actually want them, but I'm not gonna pre-order.
They're on sale now, man.
It's a pre-sale. Yeah, they dropped this. They tweeted this out today that they're for pre-sale.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on Funko Europe at the moment, actually.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you know how they do over there, and over here is always separate for sales.
But wouldn't it be on the US side too then?
You would think so. But I don't know. Listen, the pre-order for the Batman cover, comic cover.
Kevin Shaw's really angry at that because we still don't have the other Batman cover yet.
So there you go with that. That's up for pre-order. Entertainment Earth exclusive. Yeah, so I mean, and again, I'm trying not to be too hard on Funko as far as the shipping is going, because again, they can only do so much when it comes to shipping. They could, once they ship something out, and if it gets caught up in customs or it's, you know, sitting on a boat outside the docks, like they can't do anything about that. So I don't listen. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Yeah. That's it. Got seriously scroll. This is Funko's Twitter, and they usually
You're busy looking for something.
Yeah,
looking for something to talk about. Listen, it's strange that they actually don't have that TLC things on the actual Funko store. It surprised me that they would put something like that.
Oh, the Funko Gold.
The TLC guys and ladies.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of the other gold stuff on the Funko shop, but yeah, they don't have the TLC on there yet.
Pretty strange.
So I was like, all right, whatever. Like the whole Funko Gold line, there's some of them that I like the Biggie I like, the Tupac I liked, the TLC I like, but it's not anything where I'm like, all right, I have to get those. It's one of those things where if I see it in the store, it'll be okay, I'll grab it. It's not gonna be, you know, oh, I gotta get this, or I'm going to hunt it down, or what have you. It's like, all right, it'll be what it is. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was just talking about that one, Chase. Yeah, I did. I saw Pop Migs, who, by the way, since we're talking about him, Pop Migs. Pop Migs, that's our channel shout out for today. He's at 912 subs. 912 subs. Let's get him over 1,000. If you can share, go to his latest video, share it. He got a pop from the Funko shop, and it was a problem with it. Go watch the video and see, because I
Let's see what
watched
the
it. I was
problem was.
like, holy crap! And I even said that's one of my biggest fears, man. So, not biggest fears as far as life or death or anything. Just one of my fears when it comes to ordering something. Like, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. But go check out Pop Migs. Hit him up. Give him some subs. We don't just support the small channels, man. He's a bigger channel than us, and I like his content. So yeah, go check him out. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on the chat because I'm watching.
Yeah.
Fox Crown at the Funko Shop Times Square building his own pop today. No, I did not. They have at FAO Schwartz in Rockefeller Center in New York. Me and Kay went a couple weeks ago when they were here, and I asked her if she wanted to build her own. She didn't want to do it, and I was gonna do it, but I was like, I don't want to go build my own and have her not do it. But I did take some video of it. I posted it on my Instagram. It's a nice little shop in there where they have the parts and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's at Rockefeller. Yeah, it's at Rockefeller Center. Yeah, that's the Rockefeller Center FAO Schwartz. I posted video of it. What was it? The week of Christmas. So if you go back on my Instagram that week, you should find it. But yeah, it was all right. It's I don't know how long it's gonna be there. Hopefully for a while, because when the kids come back, I'd like to go and have us just kind of see what we can put together. So it was good. It looks like it's gonna be cool. You said you found a channel called Yesy Lou. Oh man. Sorry, yeah. Just looking up. Hold on. I forgot to drop the link. Link for Pop Migs. Go check out Pop Migs. Hit him up. Give him a sub. Watch his latest video. Last catch up. What's going on? Thank you for showing up. Nick, what's up? Thank you for showing up. Don't worry about being late. We're always late. If we're late for our own stream, we can't blame you guys for being late. As long as you come in and say hi, we're happy with that. All right, so we're gonna get into NFTs really quickly. Well, maybe not quickly, but so last night, again, I was on with Wayne the Tech. We were talking. It's funny how they bring me on to talk about the Book of Boba Fett, and they end up getting me to talk about everything. But we talked NFTs, and the latest NFTs that dropped, basically, they're gonna get $720,000 off of the latest NFT drop. So it's like, okay, it's 720 grand, whatever. I was supposed to look this up before I came on the show today, but I forgot. And of course, to look it up now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. But let's say there's 5 physical Funko Pops that you can get from the NFTs, right? Because we all know that there's a certain amount of physical Pops. So let's say there's 5 of them. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. Of course, there's different numbers, but I think the highest count is like 2 grand, 2,000. So let's say, just for example, out of the 5 Pops, each of them are 2 grand, 2,000 count, right? So that's 10,000 Pops, right?
Yeah.
10,000 physical Pops that are available for redeeming, but they're getting $720,000. So you divide that by the 10,000 physical Pops that are actually going to be made, right? That's basically what, $72 per pop. if my math is correct, let me see. 72,000 divided by 10,000 is 72. So that means basically they're selling these pops at $72 per pop. But what Rion just put here, not all the tokens were claimed on the first NFT run. Not all the tokens were claimed on the second run either, I believe. The other runs, I don't think they've come up to their redemption yet. And remember, they're not really making 10,000 pops. I just made that number up because I know in the latest one, I believe the Funko Freddy is 2,000, but the what's the other one? The Popeye, I think there's only 1,000, and I think Bluto is only like 1,000. So whatever, it's not 10,000. So basically, what I'm saying is they're making you pretty much gamble on a chance to get the pop. Because remember, there's other ways to redeem also. You can trade the cards you don't want for the ones you do that you need, and you can collect a whole set that'll get you the token so you can redeem. Like there's other ways to get it, but most of us are just buying the packs, hoping to open the token that's redeemable, and that's it. Like we're not looking to trade and do all that stuff.
Yeah, we're not looking to build up because you can kind of like stack them and upgrade them with a certain amount of each or something.
Right, exactly.
So there isn't people doing that. So
right, if there are people doing it, it's definitely not a lot of us. So
not
basically, regardless of however many tokens are out there, all of them are never going to be redeemed. So basically, Funko is going to be making $750,000 on every NFT drop and only making like 5,000 pops. So if you look at it like that, approximately $144 per pop. So basically $150 per pop for what they're producing versus what they're making. And that's, like I said, that's just me throwing numbers out there. There's actual numbers, but like I said, I'm not going to look it up now. I should have looked it up before so I could have some more solid numbers. But it's out there. So they're making a killing off these NFTs. And again, as a business, I'm not mad at them. They're not forcing us to buy them. You know, we don't have to, go the whole NFT route and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of upsetting because they're going to be making pops that some of us want, and the only way we're going to get them is to pay extravagant reseller fees.
You see, my problem with it is they're making such nice pops and they got such nice designs on these NFT posters or cards or pictures or whatever it is. They'd get such a long way if they use that energy to freaking make the pops actually. Right. You know what I mean? Like, take a look at the Ninja Turtle pops that dropped, and I'm not just not putting it down again. It's just an example, and it's the first example that I thought of. Is this artist series Ninja Turtles?
To
the general public, they give that shit, and then you look at this. Then you look at. You remember the Ninja Turtle NFTs? How sick were those pops, man?
Yeah,
how sick were those pops? Exactly. No one's going to actually physically get those pops. You know what I mean? Maybe 4 of them, whatever the amount was. But some of the other ones, the designs of them were freaking ridiculous, man. And are they going to be real? No. Like, come on. Like, what's the point? Like, they're putting so much they're putting so much energy creatively into something like that instead of out there for us. Like, you know what I mean? And it's frustrating.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. And again, like I said, business-wise, it makes sense. They're going to make it a more premium thing so more people go for it and go, oh my God, these are so dope. I have to try and get one. So at the same, while it is gambling for a Funko in a way, because even if you just buy one of the $10 packs, you look at it and go, okay, $10 for a chance to get this dope ass pop. I'll risk it. And once you have a bunch of people saying that, then we're all like, okay, fine. Most of us are spending $20, $30 because we're like, all right, well, I can throw $30 at this, whatever. And no, it's not fair. But as a company, like I said, And as far as making money, they don't have to produce anything until the tokens are claimed. Once the tokens are claimed, then they can produce the pops. So for them, it's all profit from a certain point because the NFTs are all digital, and of course you have to put money into making them, and people have to design them, whatever. But once you get those out there, as far as physically producing anything, they don't have to physically produce anything until it's time for them to make the pops from what's redeemed. And once they get a certain amount that's redeemed, that's all they're going to make. So, as business wise, yeah, it makes sense. But for us as collectors, it's like, it sucks. And first, I want to just say congrats to Nick for getting his DC pops, the black lights. Nice.
Yeah, black lights.
But they did restock. I saw that, and a lot of people got them, and some people weren't able to.
They're so pretty.
Yes.
I wish they'll bring someday.
Since
maybe
we're talking to Rion and what he said about the Star Wars NFTs, if they do Star Wars NFTs, yes, I'm going to try. And if I'm lucky enough to get a redeemable token, great. If not, then I'll try to trade my way into one if I can find people who I can trade with. And if not, then whenever they hit the market, whatever they're going for, like, they're not going to be my first choice is like, okay, I'm going to pay $300 for this pop. But since I do want to try to get all of the Star Wars pops, then yeah, I'm going to try to get them some.
But now, do you think now?
What's
so
up,
far,
Fed? Thank you for showing up.
How's it, bits, bro? So far, the NFTs it's Ninja Turtles.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the others.
Oh, hold on. I actually looked
Ninja
this
Turtles.
up yesterday. I actually did look this up yesterday. Let me find it. Because I was we were talking about how many that came out. I think this is only the 7th drop they've done so far. Oh my god, where are you? Because I know I looked it up. Okay, so they dropped Ninja Turtles, Big Boy, Iron Maiden, the Freddy Halloween, Star Trek, Bob Ross, and now the latest one that they're dropping is the Popeye Bluto, and they already have the next set, I think, ready. I forgot what it is, but
you see now it hasn't been any standouts, and I'm not saying those categories or that genres or whatever are super crappy or anything, but it's no Star Wars, it's no Marvel. You know what I mean? It's nothing else. Right. So I think maybe eventually when they do a big brand, I think it'll kick off big time.
Mad Hatter, what's up? Thank you for showing up. And he just put it down. Yep, there you go. That's what it is. But the thing is, they're not going to be able to do a big brand. Like anything under the Disney banner, I don't think they're going to be able to do. So I don't think there's going to be Star Wars NFTs. I don't think it's going to be any type of Disney NFTs, Marvel NFTs, because if anything, Disney probably already has plans to do that themselves. So I don't think they're going to give that license over to Funko. Even though Funko's doing them in pop form, I think Disney, they're way too protective. That just went right in my ear. I don't think Disney is going to give up, let Funko be the first to do NFTs for their properties. But go ahead. Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. You're right. Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, they have. I mean, so far all of the NFTs that they've dropped, the physical pops have looked good. They're like pops that if I got, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, okay, these are pretty freaking cool looking. But it's just none of them are properties that I'm really looking at going, oh my god, I gotta get these. Or, oh my god, if I don't have these in my collection, I'm gonna die. So it's like it is what it is. Again, if you're into the NFTs, if you're into the NFT pops or whatever, you want to go for them, go for them. I'm not telling you not to. Collect what you like. That's the number one rule of collecting. Collect what you like. If money's not an object and you can afford to just throw money at something, go for it. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. But don't do it if you're thinking, okay, these are going to be worth something, and then I'm going to sell it somewhere down the line and make a profit, whatever. Don't worry about value. Buy what you like, collect what you like. Been doing Star Wars and Marvel, and yes, Topps has, because I had the app. I still have cards on that app. I actually have a card that's worth a lot. It's only one of 4 or one of 6, I think. It was one of those things where you can collect a lot of the common cards and trade up for the uncommon and trade up for the rare or whatever. So I traded up for like a super rare or ultra rare card of an obscure character that I knew nobody was going to go for. And there's literally only 4 or 6 of these NFT cards in the app, and I own one of them. And when I was doing my trade off, because I stopped, I stopped going on the app all the time, so I started trading off all my good cards. Like, here, just take them, trade me whatever you want. So I was trading off all my good stuff for crap cards, and you could lock certain cards that you don't want to trade accidentally. And people kept saying, when are you going to unlock that card? Unlock that card. I was like, no, I'm keeping that one. So it's basically one of the most valuable cards on the app. And I'm like, no, I'm going to hold on to that one. So yeah. Said me praying they would never do Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do Spider-Man NFTs. Like I said, it's under Marvel. Marvel's under DC. Disney, I mean. And I don't think Disney's going to let Funko do it. Johnny Phantom, maybe. Oh, you got one of the Bob Ross? Of course, the Mad Hatter, the Bob Ross of Funko, would get the Funko NFT Bob Ross. So there you go. Awesomeness. Well, when you get it, I'm definitely looking forward to that video. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that really quickly. Also, like, for people who don't really agree with the whole digital NFT thing, remember, it's not just, okay, here's this digital picture that I'm gonna sell and it's gonna be worth millions of dollars. Like, NFTs, as far as being a thing, have been around for forever. It's just digital NFTs is new, and a digital NFT is more than just these pictures or products that they're selling you. Like, it's gonna turn into a lot more than that. Like, digital NFTs are gonna end up being things like passports, where it's part of the blockchain and it's easy to verify. It's gonna be stuff like, when you do a contract with somebody, it's gonna be like in the blockchain and easy to verify. Like, I sign it, Pop Heat signs it, now it's out there, and this is the contract. And if either one of us don't satisfy the contract, it's easily verifiable. Is you don't have to go to court and this, that, the others. There's so many things you could do with digital NFTs on a higher level than what companies are pushing on us. Like, trust me, it's something that everybody needs to be informed about. Digital NFTs, metaverse, virtual property, and cryptocurrencies. Like, if y'all don't know about this stuff and you're hesitant about it or think it's crap, trust me, it's the future. You don't have to be into it. You don't have to dive in and be like, oh, I'm going to be at the forefront of this stuff, but at least stay educated on what it's about, because it's coming and may not affect our generation, but it's going to affect our kids' generation or our grandkids'
exactly what
generation.
I was going to say.
So learn about it so we can keep them informed.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, even if you're not interested, it doesn't mean that your kids or your kids' kids aren't going to be interested. So you got to be informed at what's going on, like, in a way.
Exactly. Because I'll give you a perfect example. The internet. When internet first became a thing that was available in households, go back and watch old programs when they talked about the internet and the way the older people, the older generation, laughed it off. It was like, thought that it was a silly thing, or I don't want to shop on my computer. I like to go out and touch the stuff and get. And now what do people do? Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. So it's things where You haven't had that happen in a while.
Ages, bro. Ages.
So anyway, let me go get that. I'll be right back.
See what's happening in the chat quickly. Did Zone, welcome, bro. Who else? Yeah, fingers covering my face. Everybody. I wonder what he got. What's in the box? We need to get some commercials or things from Chase. For moments like this.
I got a package. It's been a long time since we had that happen on Wednesday. It used to be every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
That shows you guys I haven't been buying as much. I told you guys I slowed down.
I was trying to say just as you came in, we should get one of those Chase's adverts. When this happens, we just play the advert, so I don't sit your
right. Oh man. Oh, let me see. What am I missing on the chat? You think Funko is just pulling the collectors with the NFTs to see which ones trade better than putting that money they made into making an actual pop later? No, because they actually put out the numbers of how many tokens they're putting out. So it's certain there a certain amount of automatically redeemable tokens, and then there's a certain amount where you could trade up to get to the token. But everyone isn't doing that. So regardless, Funko is only going to be producing a certain amount of pops because only a certain amount of tokens are going to be redeemed. For the example I gave, if there's like 10,000 tokens out there, only like 3,000 are being redeemed. So Funko is making $72,000 only making 3,000 pops and getting like $2,200 per pop, something like that. So yeah.
You see, the thing is, Mad Hatter mentions there about the only reason he slowed down is because of his wallet. I think that's why we all stopped, bro.
Basically, listen. Yeah. You gotta be. I said, "What's up to Bees popping?" Did we say what's up to What's up, Bees? I think we did.
Buzzer Bees. You get a second hello. You could pause the second
one. Yeah, it's like you can't have a bunch of Funko Pops and not have a place to put them. So if you're not paying your rent but you're buying Funkos, yeah, you need to turn those priorities around. Like, so yeah, like most of us, I was one of those. Like in 2020 with the lockdown, between 2019 to 2020, especially in 2020 though, I bought so many pops because again, I wasn't an online pop collector. I was a walk in the store, see what they had, and just bought things that I liked. I rarely had any complete sets. I rarely had any like limited edition stuff outside of maybe Target, Hot Topic, because those are the stores I shopped in. But once I realized the online community was so helpful and so big and whatever, like I went crazy and I bought way too many pops, and I have a whole lot of them that I could part with right now and not be mad about it. And it's like, yeah, just. But I wasn't doing anything else with my money, so it was like, all right, bye. But now it's like, yeah, we can't do that anymore. So, we all have to make the active choice to figure out what we really love and want and just collect that. Can't collect it all, You look that. I feel the same way, Rian. When I think about stuff, it's like, damn, I gotta pay this light bill. I need to turn off the lights more when I'm in the house because I could have bought some pops with that. Oh man. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, oh, I want to grab pops, but life, man, life gets in the way. Pretty soon, I'm gonna stop eating. I'm gonna literally start surviving off of just like ramen noodles. That's all I'm gonna be eating, ramen noodles. Like what do I need steak for, man? Ramen noodles to sustain me. I need pops.
Ramen noodles.
Listen, you know how many packs you can get of ramen noodles for like $1? Sheesh. I don't need a steak.
$1? If you can buy like 2 months supply with the steak's money.
Exactly. Come on now.
Oh, no.
The pop sodas on top now because again, I wasn't big into the sodas when they first came out, and now they're making more and more of them that I like, and I know Star Wars ones are coming, so it's like, all right, that's another rabbit hole to go down. Said beef flavor, chicken flavor, shrimp. That's right. That's right. I got so many different flavors of ramen. Let's go. The rice goes a long way too. Exactly. I got bags of rice over there that I haven't been eating because I'm doing keto, and I got freaking bags of rice here that only get cooked when the kids are around. So trust me, I can live off of. Listen, I've been broke before. When I say I've been broke, I mean like literally pay the light, pay the rent, and I'm eating ramen and bread and butter and couldn't even afford good peanut butter, like the cheap peanut butter. Like, so I've been there. I could do it. I've done it before. I could do it again. Oh man, if I had to, but yeah, we're not gonna go there. If honestly, guys,
to go there.
listen, honestly, guys, if you find your Funko Pop collecting is cutting into you making good like nutritional decisions and paying light or phone bill or whatever, you may have a problem. Call that hotline or whatever. Talk to somebody.
just a small one.
Oh, I've been there, man. Ramen, bologna, bologna and mustard. I couldn't even afford the mustard, man. It'd be bologna on bread. That's it. And it'd be the cheap bologna, not even the good Oscar Mayer stuff.
Jesus.
I've been there, man. I've been there, which is why I can appreciate where I'm at now. I was at a point where I was just eating what I could afford to eat, which was nothing. So yeah, don't let your pop collecting like put you in a damn, forgot where I was going with that. Anyway,
Comfortable position.
There you go. Thank you, bro. I knew you would help me out. All right, you want to do some dad jokes? We haven't done dad jokes in a long time. Let's find some dad jokes. Let's see. Dad jokes. Guys, if you got some dad jokes, throw them in the chat. Play along. I had some good ones, but I wrote them down.
This is not a dad joke, but this is really, really funny, especially if you like ordering online. It comes to Funko Pops.
Here we go.
I love getting cute little morning text like, your order has been shipped.
Dude,
it's so true though, because when you see that, you get so happy. Like it's just like it's bliss. Like especially if it's something you're waiting for, and you're like, your order has been shipped. It's like, oh yeah.
Dude, I'm one of those people, and I know I'm not the only one. I'm one of those people that I get the email or text, your order's been shipped, and they usually put the link for the tracking, and I tap on the tracking right away just to see what.
Yeah, like they haven't even like updated that yet. I'm like, the same way. Like, go like see how far is it? Is it by my door?
They literally just dropped it off at whatever distribution place, and it's like, yeah, I want to see exactly where it's at. Like, they literally just shipped it, man. That's right. I want to know. I want to know exactly where my package is. Oh boy. Let's see. I read that by law you must turn on your headlights when it's raining in Sweden. But how am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden? You get it? Because I'm not in Sweden.
Yeah, okay. Which bear is the most condescending?
Which bear is the most condescending? I know this. Oh, I've heard this before. Why can't I think of it? Which bear is the most condescending? Go ahead. I know it. When you say it, I'm gonna know it. Go ahead.
A panda.
I didn't know that one. Okay. That's a good one.
He's called a panda. Duh.
That's a good one. I thought I knew that one. What's up, Barbarian? Thank you for showing up. What do you call a fish with no eyes? I know that one. Fish with no eyes. You call a fish. You take the eye out. You call it a fish. I knew that one. This is a good one, but I'm sure people know this one. Why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak dinner?
Mm-mm.
You don't know that one?
Why did Han Solo enjoy steak dinner?
Why didn't he enjoy?
Oh, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was too chewy or something.
There you go.
There you go. I knew. I was like, it was too chewy. That.
Whatever, Barbarian. Whatever.
It's funny how he came in just on time. Like I think he sits there silent and waits for the moment to comment. What do you call a pudgy psychic?
A pudgy psychic?
Mm.
A pudgy psychic. I don't know.
A fortune sight.
What?
I'm sorry.
You can't even get it out.
A fortune teller.
Oh, a fortune teller. Got it. I heard that one before. That was a good one.
A fortune teller. Oh, man.
Like you said, Barbarian is such a hater on all that's good. What is a caterpillar's worst enemy? A dogapillar. That's a good one. I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let me find another one.
Shall I say another one quickly?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
What kind of music do chiropractors like?
Chiropractors? What kind of music?
Yeah.
Pop music. Did I get it?
No, hip hop.
No.
Chiropractors, hip hop. Yeah, you know, your hip hop's out of place.
Okay. Oh boy. I got one. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school today?
Mm-mm.
No? It's all right. The teacher woke him up. Look, Rihanna said, put the baby squirtle down. It's not a stress ball.
I can't squeeze this like Barbarian's carrot.
With the carrot. What do you call a nearsighted gynecologist and a no? What do a nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? Oh, he put the answer: a wet nose. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what do you call an Irish man sitting on your lawn patio furniture? It's patio something. It's something Irish name something.
Eddie O'Brien. Patio.
Go sit in lawn furniture. I've heard it before. It's something patio something. Go ahead, Nick. Get your joke out there. Oh boy. What do you call a hippie's wife?
Hmm? A
What do
hippie's
you call
wife.
a hippie's wife?
No, I'm not gonna get that.
This one is so stupid. You're not gonna get it. Mississippi. Mississippi. It takes 1 second. Mississippi. Patio furniture. Okay, there you go. I knew it was patio something.
Patio furniture. 5 out of 4 people admit they're bad at fractions. I think this is one that you have to see. Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can.
that was a good one, cat scan. What did the evil chicken lay? You don't know? Deviled eggs.
Deviled. Oh no, man.
That's a
I
good
saw a
one
nice
too,
one here.
Chase. How do you hide
Why-
food from a hippie? Put it under the soap.
Why is Peter Pan always flying?
Because he never lands.
Never lands. Yeah.
I think we told that one like 3 times already.
Gonna have like a Peter Pan joke counter sometime.
What does the sign on an out of business brothel say? Ooh. Oh.
Eat it, meatloaf.
Yes, he Lou coming with the
Eat it,
fire.
meatloaf.
Oh man. Oh, why did the guy name his dogs Rolex and Timex? Sorry, Rolex and Timex. Oh, jeez. You don't know that one? Because they were watchdogs.
No, man. That's a cheap one. Like, took a sneaky past one.
Oh God, I think that's it. I think we gotta stop. Oh boy.
What do you call an angry magician? What do you call an angry musician flipping someone off?
An angry magician flipping someone off. Ooh, I don't know. Go ahead.
A songbird.
A songbird?
Yeah.
Oh, an angry musician. I thought you said
Yeah.
magician. Musician. Okay, got it. Okay. Why does Chuck Norris always have to be on top during sex? Because he. Okay, I'm not gonna say that one, but okay. Oh,
When does when does a joke become a dad joke?
When it becomes apparent. Come on, we've told that one too.
Is it?
What goes in hard and dry but comes out soft and wet? I know this one too. There's a couple answers to this one. Chewing gum is one of them, but there's another one too. He said, "What Star Wars character sells hot dogs?" Ooh, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
It's a dad joke. Come on. Barbarian said it's a horrible joke. You're the worst.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my phone down.
All right, that's
Horrible.
it. Oh
ruined it.
boy.
I just ruined the whole evening.
Oh man, that was pretty good though. We haven't done dad jokes in a while. I miss it. We got to keep up doing them week to week because the cornier ones are the best ones. Come on, Rihanna, give the answer to that one. I'm pretty sure you already did. It's gonna take like 20 minutes for the answer to get from here to here. Admiral Snack Bar. Oh God, no, that was the worst.
Thanks, man.
Oh boy. All right, guys. Considering that there's not much else to talk about, I think we might as well get into the Book of Boba. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
All right. Anybody who has not watched the latest episode of the Book of Boba, episode 5, spoilers are coming. Spoilers are coming. So if you don't want to get spoiled, we suggest that you run away. But we're talking about episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett. This episode was called Return of the Mandalorian. Ooh. I don't know about you, bro, but I love this episode.
To be honest, like it sucks that my favorite episode so far has got nothing to do with the main character of the story.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh man, I marked out so bad. Like the first fight scene, bro.
Yeah. See, and
I was like, ah! I was like, I think my wife thought I was going crazy. She thought, no, what? He's not even a Star Wars fan. Why is he freaking out? Like,
I feel you, bro. I felt the same way because I mean we haven't seen the Mando in a long time, and we know that there's connection between the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. It's like, all right, just seeing him again, seeing what he's up to, seeing what's going on. But the issue I have with this episode, and it's not a bad thing, it's just an observation that what I consider the best episode of the show so far wasn't even a Boba Fett episode, and it's supposed to be Boba Fett's show. So that it's like, come on.
I think the last, what is it? Like the last 5 minutes of the episode that became Boba Fett, like
yeah.
showing.
I am the ruler of Mandalore.
You didn't win that in battle, man.
How do you know? You don't know what I did to get that.
Did you beat up some innocent person trying to get the last one?
I beat up that old lady trying to get him her grandson. That was my dark saber. Get out of here, lady. So we're gonna do a quick hop, skip, and jump through this episode. Like honestly, I jotted down stuff, but I was so into the episode that I because what I try to do is I try to watch the episode, and as I'm watching it, I'll write down like stuff that I catch as I'm watching it. And on the rewatch, I really pay attention to background stuff or whatever. In this episode, I literally was so into watching it that I wasn't writing stuff down.
The same, like when I saw this Mandalorian, I was like, I've got to sit and write something down, be upset, and I just never end up writing anything because I was so in the episode. I was like, oh
yeah. I went back and I jotted stuff down really quickly. I wasn't even like super secret Easter eggs or whatever. It was just like, okay, this was cool, we'll talk about this, whatever. So just gonna go through it, and whatever I can remember we'll go through, and whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat, fine, whatever. So anyway, what the hell? Hold on a second. What happened? She knows I'm streaming, right? Last time we met, I'm like, you were in the chat. You know I'm streaming. What are you doing? So, all right. It starts off. We get this image of the Halo ring, which I called it, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this, Halo? Are we watching Book of Boba? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Anyone who hasn't played the game Halo, basically the ring type station that Mando is on in this episode, that's the Halo ring from Halo. So I'm like, okay. So that was kind of cool. I was like, all right, I'm liking this so far. So we see Mando go into this I always forget how to pronounce the name. The Clatoonians. It was like a butcher shop, a meat market, basically. I was like, all right. One of the things I do like what this show is doing, it's bringing Star Wars down to like our level as far as things that happen on Earth. Is showing, yeah, these same things are happening just in outer space. So yeah, they have outer space butcher shops, like outer space casinos and outer space biker gangs. Like, so it's making certain things a lot more consumable for people who aren't like super Star Wars fans. So I was like, all right, so that was pretty cool. I like that. So it's damn you, Nick, stop it. Oh man.
I thought you were saying that at first as well. I'm like, dude, you're getting the name wrong. You're getting the name wrong, dude.
Platoonians.
You're like, what? That wasn't in the episode I watched. Bro, you watched the wrong episode, bro. You watched the wrong stuff.
I was in the X-rated part of Disney Plus. Okay.
You weren't watching the Book of Boba. You're watching the Book of Boobies.
The Book of Boobies. Or the Boobs of Boba. Oh, Jesus. Stop it. So anyway.
It's Nick's fault. It's Nick.
I know, it's Nick's fault. Stop it, Nick.
Definitely Nick's fault.
And don't you encourage him, Chase.
So Chase.
Anyway, he goes into the butcher shop. He finds the guy. His name was Caba Baez. He's talking, Johnny Funko, what's up? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. For those who don't know, I'll be on Johnny Funko's show tomorrow at 6 p.m. So come check us out.
Johnny?
Johnny and D. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So he finds his bounty. He's talking. The guy's like, I don't know, if I see him, I'll let him know. And Mando's like, I know who you are. You're here, damn it. So anyway, he says his famous line, I could take you in warm, I could take you in cold. And then it jumps off.
Dude, they played it so like they played us. They're like, he paused like for the longest of time. And he's like, he says his line like, I can take you in warm or I can take you in cold.
Yep. So of course the fight breaks out, and awesome freaking fight scene off the bat. Like, we already know that Mando's not the best fighter in the galaxy. We've seen him take beatings before. We've seen him, get beat before. But it shows his progression, like he's learning how to fight better. He's got better weapons. Of course, the armor is a big part of him not dying in so many situations, because people just shooting at him, and it's like, just shooting at his armor, and it's reflecting blaster bolts and stuff. So
he's a very good strategist. I'd say he can put a good plan together, but to be one of the ones that's following through with the plan is a bit difficult because, as you say, he's not one of the best.
Right.
Fighters.
And then, of course, he pulls out the Darksaber, which I didn't know if he still had, because you saw the spear on his back, so he still had the Beskar spear and all his weapons and what have you. And then he pulls out the Darksaber, and I'm like, yes, he still has it. Because you figure, okay, he's by himself. Where's Bo-Katan? Because, she wants that Darksaber. Like, why would she not be with him? Because she's going to follow him everywhere. But I guess we'll find out what happened there, when the time comes. But he's fighting, and, obviously he's still not used to using it, because you see he cut himself with it. And then at the end, where he cut the head guy in half, I was like, oh my god, they actually showed it. Like, I didn't think they were going to show it on screen. I figured they'd show it off screen and then you'd see the body, but no, he cut him right in half on the table. It's like, holy crap. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but dude, like I promise you, I marked out. So when he pulled that lightsaber, went just that sound. I was like, like, oh man, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, sorry. You said Jason Mewes was the commander. Probably was. I mean, I know him and Kevin Smith, they're huge Star Wars fans, and like they get a lot of what you call it, voice work. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was in there. So yeah, he takes his head, he walks out the room, and of course all of them are out there, all the Clatoonians are out there looking, and he's like, listen, I don't got no quarrel with you guys. Boss is dead, but there's a crap load of credits in there that you guys can help yourself to. I'm not claiming it. Go for it. And they're like, sweet, let's. So that just kind of shows a little bit of growth, because if it was like Mando first season before he kind of became attached to Grogu, you figured he probably would just fought his way out. But as far as now, he's like, all right, I'm not going to get into fights I don't need to be in. So that kind of shows a little bit of growth. So that was kind of cool. Like, all right, cool. Then he takes the head to the guy who gave him the bounty. I don't think they ever showed his name, and it didn't show in the closed caption. But the species is a Ishi-Tib. I've never seen one that color before. I know they're usually like a greenish or darkish greenish color. So I don't know why he wasn't the right color. So it took me a minute to figure out what species he was. I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, he goes back. He's like, here's, the bounty. Where's the info I need? And it's like, all right, it shows Mando still taking bounties. He's still doing these side missions like he's always doing. So it's like, all right. Basically, he's looking for his coven. Comes to find out that he's looking for his coven. He was looking for the I didn't write it down, but like the last hatch to the outer parts of the ring or whatever it was. Of course, the coven was hiding, but the guy finally gives him the information. He goes, he finds his coven, which I was like, okay, the armor is back, yay! So why do I hate you? What I do, Lass? What did I do? I don't know what happened.
What I want to ask you about that though. Now, when he defeated that giant rhino thing, then he used that as his
the Mudhorn, right?
Yeah. Now, didn't he make his own tribe or something, or what do you call it? Or is it just his?
Well, yeah, that's his particular. Yes, like him.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for him and Grogu, they're like the Mudhorn tribe of Mandalorians, if that's what you want to call them. So yeah. Freaking Lass, are you kidding me right now? Oh man. So oh, and Nick, I didn't see Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, so that's why it went over my head. So yeah, he goes, he finds the armor, and Paz Vizsla, and they're saying that they're the only ones left from his coven. Which kind of sucked, because remember, they had a pretty decent coven, but we haven't seen them since they helped him escape from Navarro way back in season 1. So now you kind of know what happened to him. She finds out that he has the dark saber, and gives him a little more history about it, asks him what he thinks it means, and he tells her. She's like, yeah, pretty much, this gives you the right to rule Mandalore if you want it in combat. He said he fought Moff Gideon before he took it. Moff Gideon's with the Republic, so it's kind of giving a history of what's happening. He said, I haven't seen it. Unsubscribe. We gave you guys a spoiler warning, man. So also she says that it's been that it was created by Tar Vizsla, who was an ancestor to Paz Vizsla, who's there now, and you could tell once he saw it, you knew he was going to challenge for it, just the way he looked
Yeah,
at
the
it.
thing is, like, I don't know why I didn't figure that out. Like when he said it, I was like, but wait, I didn't get it. And then when he walked up, I was like, oh yes, okay, now I get it.
Yeah, especially since he's a descendant of the person who created the Darksaber, so of course he feels like it should be in his family. So I saw that part coming. I didn't think it was going to happen so soon, though. I figured later in the episode, but they got to it early. And she gives a brief history about Bo-Katan, saying that she had the Darksaber, but she didn't win it in combat. It was given to her, and then she didn't follow the path of Mando, and Mandalore fell, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, so they kind of brushed over it, like Nick said, and they talked about the Night of 1,000 Tears, which was the siege of Mandalore. That was when Moff Gideon was talking about the siege of Mandalore. That happened. Excuse me. That happened a little bit after the Battle of Yavin, the first Battle of Yavin, I believe. Or maybe it was the second. No, first Battle of Yavin. No, I'm saying first, second. What am I thinking? Anyway, after the Battle of Yavin. So, and they actually showed a little bit of the flashback. And of course, you saw the probe droids floating over and the TIE bombers going through. And also the droids that, if you remember Rogue One, K2SO, those were the droids that were in that flashback. Those were the battle droids in that scene. So it's like, okay, it shows that they were kind of badass droids. So, and also it was kind of like if you ever watched Terminator, when they showed the war with the Terminators walking over the land, shooting everybody down. I was like, oh, that's kind of like Terminator. Yeah.
I was like, dude, Jesus, like you just blew up the planet, everything's on fire, and then you're busy shooting the people that's clearly not going to survive. I'm like,
yeah. And Chase just said it also. So yeah, it did give me Terminator vibes. So that was like the second thing where first I'm like, okay, am I playing a Halo game? And then it was like, is this a Terminator movie? Like they kept switching up the genre. Like, what's going on here?
So while those two guys were fighting, did you see how when the big guy got the Darksaber, he was struggling to hold it? Like yes. I was watching. He was like arching his back and everything, trying to lift it. And now when they were saying like the more you use it, the harder it becomes to use the Darksaber. Yeah, because you got to like learn to fight with it and shit. Now, it's funny how that guy was instantly struggling with it. Like, you know what I mean? It's funny how there was someone that's ancestors made it, and he's like holding it, but he's struggling literally when he first gets his hands on it.
Yeah.
And it shows you like kind of like Mandalorians like so meant to have that badass sword.
Yeah. It's like it's one of the things is because even when Sabine was being taught how to use it by Kanan, who was a Jedi, he's trying to teach Sabine, who's a Mandalorian, how to fight with a lightsaber. Because remember, it's called the Darksaber, but it's basically just a modified lightsaber. And because fighting with a lightsaber is different from fighting with a regular sword, you actually have to like use it in a different way. You have to flow with it. You can't like force it. Like most swords, you can put a certain amount of force into it and make it do what you want. Where lightsabers is kind of an intuitive type of weapon, which is why Jedi and Sith use it more, because they can use the force and be attuned to the weapon and all this other stuff. It also kind of plays into what George Lucas originally thought for lightsabers, were that they were heavy. So that's why in the first Star Wars movie, when you see Obi-Wan and Vader fighting, they're fighting two-handed, and it looks like they're struggling to use the lightsabers, because in his mind, the lightsabers were supposed to be heavy. It wasn't until they did the prequels that you saw the Jedi's twirling them and fighting with them and all that fancy stuff because they kind of went, okay, well, yeah, they're not heavy, but his original thought was that they were supposed to be heavy. But yeah, I think Din Djarin in that fight, he was like, all right, well, I'm struggling with the Darksaber, so I think he purposely let Paz Vizsla get the Darksaber because he knew he wasn't going to be able to fight with it. Because Din Djarin has had it
to his advantage.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm going to give him the Darksaber. He's going to want to fight with it, and I'm going to use my little dagger because I can move faster with it. And that was the plan. I think that was the plan. They specifically say it, but that would have made sense. Like, okay, I can't fight with this thing. It's getting heavy and it's fighting against me. He's not going to be able to use it either, so I should be able to take him out because he's going to want to use it. Like, who wouldn't want to use the Darksaber? So I liked it anyway. It was cool. They definitely went into a nice bit of storytelling in the first like 10 minutes of the show. you got a whole lot of catch up as to what's going on with Din Djarin, what happened with the Coven. Of course, Din Djarin wins. The armor is like, all right, that's enough. Like, you don't have to kill him. It's not going to be a fight to the death. But
what was that little dagger thing that he was holding to his neck?
Yeah, it was one of his knives. I don't know where it came from.
Did you see it was vibrating and everything?
It it's really... vibro knife. Yeah, that's what they call vibro knives. They vibrate really, really fast, so they can cut through armor with a quick strike. But typically, they vibrate at a frequency where you can't really see it by the naked eye. So, yeah, vibro swords, vibro knives, vibro blades is what they call it. Yeah.
Switch to the point of view.
She called it a duel. Yes. Switch to the point of view from inside the helmet of Mandalore with the audio description. They called it Mando Vision. Really? Oh, that's kind of cool. I might have to look at it again with the audio descriptions. For those that don't know, Nick is yeah. I was about to put your business out there, Nick. You put your own business out there. So anyway, what was I up to? Oh, when she started asking the questions.
She stopped the fight, yeah.
She stopped the fight and she was going to ask the questions. And when she asked Paz Vizsla if he ever took his helmet off, I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
But what I wanted to ask you, what was the point of asking that at that time, though?
I actually don't know why she asked at that particular time. Like, I figured it was coming, but at that particular point, I don't understand why. So it was kind of out of nowhere, but I really didn't care because I knew I was more concerned with what Mando was going to say. Like, was he going to lie and say, no, I've never taken my helmet off, or was he going to tell the truth? And he told the truth. So she was like, all right, you're not a Mandalorian anymore. Okay, so Nick said it. Yeah, Nick's blind. So, for those who don't know, yeah, Nick has a problem with the sight part of his body. So yeah, he listened to it with the audio descriptions on, and they called it Mando Vision. So I have to go back and maybe watch it and see. But yeah, so she asked the questions, said he's not a Mandalorian anymore. He's like, well, what can I do to make reparations, whatever? She's like, oh, you got to swim in the waters underneath Mandalore, blah blah blah. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, they're destroyed. Come on now. But, hey, this is the way. So we'll see if he ever makes it to Mandalore. But I was like, thinking, okay, were they gonna let him leave with the Darksaber? Which of course they did. So I'm like, all right. He did win it. It's still rightfully his, and there have been non-Mandalorians to wield it. Because Darth Maul had it and Moff Gideon had it. They're not Mandalorians. So, it's basically you fight, and if you win it, you win it. You don't have to be Mandalorian to win it. Challenge for it, you can win it.
What Quick Draw is talking about there with the spear.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he must have made some sort of necklace or something.
Yeah, that's what Chase just said. Possibly. Because he did have the little necklace that he had with the Mandalorian crest on it. They actually made a Funko Pop out of it. I don't have that particular pop though, but yep. I don't know if it was a necklace because she specifically said that Beskar is supposed to be made for armor, not for weapons. So I'm wondering
she
if
wouldn't
he
have made a weapon,
right? So maybe it could have been a necklace, but I think it was probably either a little Mandalorian helmet or some type of small armor. But
it wouldn't be because it had links, so it was linked in some way.
Yeah, I saw that too, but that might not necessarily be a chain. It could have been just shavings of the Beskar. If she was shaving it off, it would have fell as like curled up links. So that could possibly be to throw us off to make us think it's a chain, but it could be. I don't know. I mean, it was a small little bag, so it doesn't look like it could be anything big. Like you think of the size of Grogu, like it couldn't be a helmet because it would have been bigger. Because Grogu's head is bigger than that little bag. So maybe it was just a medallion with their crest on it, the Mudhorn crest on it. Maybe, I don't know. I think it might be a little medallion with the Mudhorn crest, and he's probably going to integrate it into his lightsaber. Grogu, he's probably going to integrate it into his lightsaber. Grogu's probably going to be the next Mandalorian Jedi because technically he's a Mandalorian because they took him in as a foundling, and he's training to be a Jedi. So he'll probably be the next Mandalorian Jedi.
They made emphasis on that because he said something for a founding.
Right. So I'm definitely thinking that it's going to be I think it's going to be
lightsaber accessory.
Yeah, it's something that he's going to end up putting on his lightsaber when Grogu makes his lightsaber. Oh yeah, Chase, I see your autocorrect. The grocer instead of Grogu. I do like how when they made the little package, it looked like little Grogu with his head in his ears. So that was pretty cool. Also, another way they could go with the show, because the armorer was talking about the legend of the mythosaur rising up to lead the Mandalorians to a new age or whatever. Well, the mythosaur is the crest that Boba Fett wears, because his little symbol, his Mandalorian symbol, that's the mythosaur. So it could also be a prophecy of Boba Fett, since he's trying to, create his own little group or gang or whatever. That could be it. He's going to end up becoming the leader of Mandalore, get the Darksaber, bring the Mandalorians together, and lead them to a new age of prosperity. I was like, oh, so they could be setting that up too. So we'll see. It's not a mini Darksaber. He has to build his own lightsaber, and I don't think any Mandalorian knows how to build a lightsaber. So, but yeah, so anyway, he has to get to go to Tatooine because he got in touch with Pelimoto to get him a new ship. Which I heard rumors that he was going to get a new ship, and I heard rumors that it was going to be a Naboo starfighter, and that ended up being what it was. He didn't want it at first because he was like, "Yo, you said you was going to get me another Razor Crest." And she was like, "No, I said I'd get you a replacement for a Razor Crest. I didn't say you was getting a Razor Crest. Like, come on now." But those Naboo starfighters are pretty fast. They're pretty cool, and I always did like the designs of them. I just never liked the color. That bright yellowish was always, not my thing. But they were cool little starships, and you had to go through the whole thing of them building it and what have you, which I actually like scenes like that. I don't mind them too much. The only issue I had with it is right now you're in episode 5. We only have 2 episodes to go. Like, come on, guys, let's go. I don't need to see you build the whole ship. Let's skip past this. Like, like in the first season of Mandalorian, we had to watch him rebuild his ship. Second season of Mandalorian, we had to watch him rebuild his ship. And here we go in season 2.5, Mando. He's building another ship. I don't need to see him build ships anymore. I know he knows how to build a ship. Let's just get to it. So, but I do like how they threw it. They threw an extra story there with Pelimoto talking about she dated a Jawa and how they were furry. That was so funny.
I like when she turned the one down and says, no.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at myself now or something. What did she say? Like, I'm kind of.
Yeah, she's like, I'm working on myself right now. And I was like,
myself,
yo, if I was drinking something at that point, I probably would have spit it out because that was such a good line. Because it's like, okay, the Jawa said something to her, and that response leads you to believe that he was like, oh, you dated the Jawa before. Hey, let's go hang out or something. So that was so cool. I'm like, see, this is where the last two episodes of Book of Boba Fett were missing the mark. Like the first two episodes were excellent. That third episode took a dip. The fourth episode brought it back. But here we are in the fifth episode in the Book of Boba Fett with no Boba Fett in it. And it's possibly the best episode because of the storytelling, the writing, Mando. So it was so good. I'm like, why wasn't the whole show like this? Like, what happened? where was the hiccup? But they put the ship together. He gets the Jawas to find him some extra parts for the ship and blah blah blah, whatever. Also, what Quick Draw said, if that N1 was the one that Anakin used, I'm I'm not sure if it is or not. It is possible that they're making that connection, but there was nothing that I saw that I could identify. Like in most military jets and stuff, like right under the cockpit, they usually have writing and letters or whatever, like whose ship it was, blah blah blah, whatever. On the Starfighter, they have symbols and stuff, but I couldn't make it out. And I don't have any type of pause, extra 4K zoom and enhance to tell. But if you're able to zoom in on that side of the cockpit where you see those symbols and then go to episode 1 and zoom in and catch those, and if they match, then you'll know. I couldn't tell, and I don't have the technology. So Flipgate, what's up? Thanks for showing up. So yeah, it was like basically showing filling in some backstory on what he was doing, what she was doing, what's going on. They build the ship basically. Oh, and she has herself a little what's the name of the droid? Oh my goodness.
I want one of those. I want one of those like in real life. They like
the BD droid. There you go, the BD droid. Because Cal Kestis has one. Where's my Cal Kestis? He's got to be somewhere. Oh, here he is. Ugh. I see a little BD droid in there. Yeah, buddy. So
what pop is that?
That's Cal Kestis. This is from the video games. This is from the Star Wars gaming pops.
I'd buy that pop just to get that little robot guy in it.
Yeah, buddy. So that's a BD droid, which when I saw it, I was like, oh, they're going to show Cal Kestis. But then it ended up being Pelly's new droid. So I was like, oh, okay. So that was pretty cool. I was like, all right. So she's got a new droid. Of course, the R5 droid was still there, which is pretty cool. There was I don't know if that was a Womp Rat or not. It looked like a huge Womp Rat. That was actually
I think she did say Womp Rat.
Yeah, that she had to. I like that when it went and grabbed it. She's like, it's chewing. I swear she's such a good character. It's like when he gave her the money And she was like, "You mind if I count it? I mean, it's not that it's not like I trust you or anything. I just want to make sure you didn't give me too much." I was like, "Oh man, she is so hilarious." Yes, Cal Kestis is from Jedi Fallen Order. So anyway, they build the fighter. She mentions when he's taking it out to fly and testing it. She mentions going through Beggar's Canyon, which Beggar's Canyon in A New Hope. Luke said he used to bullseye womp rats out in by Beggar's Canyon. So nice little throwback. He opens it up. Let's see what it can really do. He shoots out into space. He goes next to the cruiser that he took to get there with the little Rhodian kid. Don't know if it's a boy or girl, assuming it's a male. And he sees him, and then he gets in trouble with the police. Republic police.
It
Why?
was
Because
so
he
good
flew
though.
too close to the. Oh, come on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. I like that scene. That scene was like really cool. Like it's kind of like he knew the cop recognized him already, and he was just
Yeah.
trying to be like, and he's dragging on his own. And when he flipped that switch, it was so sweet.
Yeah. Had his little hyperspace, but it's not really hyperspace. It's like the sublight engines that will just shoot you out of there like you're going into hyperspace, which is what the newer of the two pilots was like, I didn't see how he jumped to hyperspace. And he was like, nah, it's his sublight engines. It's a modification. So again, giving you that little bit of story without spelling it out for you. It's like Nas on a car, basically,
pretty much.
So that was pretty cool. And that I forgot the name of the pilot and I didn't go back and look it up, but he recognized the voice. And he was like, yeah, did you used to fly a Razor Crest? And he's like, yeah, I think you got the wrong guy. Like, not me. So that was pretty cool. And one of the reasons why Mando decided to take the ship is because it's pre-Empire, which means it's not tagged. Which is
So you
why,
can't get tricked.
right? So there's no ID on it, so people won't know. Okay, this is the Razor Crest at this planet, and the Razor Crest went to this planet, and the Razor Crest went to this planet. It's like no, unidentified ship. So that was another good thing. Also, we skipped over it before he went to Tatooine. He had to get on the commercial flight. Basically, again, spaceports. We have airports. They have spaceports. There you go. So he he had to take off all of his armor and weapons and what have. Well, not his armor, but all his weapons. I just knew that the Darksaber was going to be gone when he got to Tatooine and opened the case. I was like, watch it be gone. But they didn't do it. So thank you for not doing it, Star Wars, because I'd have been so upset if somebody just jacked it while it was in
It would be so
luggage.
cringy. I'd be like, oh no, they really did it.
Yeah. So good. That's what I thought was going to happen because they put too much emphasis into showing him putting every little thing he had in there and then focusing on the Darksaber, him putting it in there. I was like, oh, it's not going to be there. And then he said, I know everything that's in there. I'm like, oh, they're going to take it. But it didn't happen. So that's good. He said, were they behind a space billboard that came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Hey, that's one of those where, yeah, it did happen out of nowhere. They just came out of nowhere. So
It's funny,
I'll
like
let it go.
imagine like you get cops that cruise around and they look for trouble. You imagine starfighters cruising around space looking for trouble.
Yeah, right. 7 p.m. Barbarian, 7 p.m. So then he goes back after he talks to the space police. He goes back to the spaceport. Pelimoto's like, yeah, somebody came around looking for you. Of course, I didn't tell him you were here, whatever. We knew who it was. And of course, she's still hanging out there. Fennec Shan. I was like, yes, there we go. So there's the connection. So if only the TSA was that lead, right? So she's like, listen, I need you to help us with some. First he asks like what's the bounty? He's like, no, she's like, no, we just need some muscle. Pays well, threw him the cash. And he's like, oh, for Boba Fett? And he threw the cash back. He's like, yeah, I'll do it for free. Basically that's paying him back for helping him get Grogu. Which also when he first got to Tatooine, he was talking to Peli Motto. She's like, "Where's your little friend?" And he was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I
this was
found."
a funny scene. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't.
he said I gave him back to his kind. And she's like, "Why? You could open a petting zoo. You got a fortune." Like
Could have made money on the little guy. I'm like, dude, a petting zoo? Really? Oh,
that was another
man.
hilarious part. I skipped right over that. That was so funny. So anyway, yeah. So Mando's like, yeah, I'll help him for free, but first I have to go see a little friend. So I don't know if they're gonna show him going to see Grogu. They might save that for the Mandalorian show. They
I
might
think they
just,
might.
yeah,
Because
I
if
think they,
what you say, they've got 2 episodes left, they're not going to spend it all on Mando.
right, right. I'm kind of looking at it as, okay, if they spend the next episode, even half the episode, showing what Mando and Grogu are doing, like now you have an episode and a half to resolve the whole Pike storyline with Boba Fett, and it's like, and then also you're shortchanging Boba Fett in his show. It's supposed to be his show, so I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, maybe they give us a quick glimpse of what's happening, but I don't know. It would be a cool story for them to save for Mandalorian third season. So we'll see. But I like this episode. I definitely was feeling it from beginning to end. It it was so good seeing Mando again, and it's not even like I'm not a Boba Fett fan. Like I like Boba Fett, but Mando is like the brand new hotness.
I think someone in the comments put it. It's like we become so familiar with Mando that it was so cool seeing him.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, yeah, and we haven't seen him in such a long time. It's like, all right, yeah, this was definitely an exciting episode to see what was happening, and get that bit of backstory of what's happening, and it also progressed his storyline because again, now he's no longer a Mandalorian, quote unquote, because he showed his face. As far as that part of the Mandalorian um, um, coven feels that way. Because remember, not every Mandalorian has that belief. So as far as they're concerned, he's no longer Mandalorian, but he still has the dark saber. He's probably going to try to go to Mandalore to go to the underwater rivers to cleanse himself or whatever the heck she said. I should have wrote it down, but you guys saw it, And then also he has the dark saber, so he's the leader of Mandalore. And Bo-Katan is probably going to try to get it from him. Like there's so much story going on with him, and then Grogu is still there, and Luke Skywalker, and like there's so much story with just the Mandalorian himself that they touched on and just gave you little hints here
But
at
they did
what's happening.
for Mando. They did more episodes per season, didn't they?
I believe so. Yes, I think there
Yeah.
were 8 or 10. I think there were 8. So yeah,
It's 10, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. Honestly, I can't tell you. I can't remember. I know there were at least 8. But yeah, it's like it was just exciting to see. And I'm also in the Naboo Starfighter, he asked what happened to the droid port, and she was like she took it out because figuring since he didn't like droids, he wouldn't want a droid port. But I think that's gonna be like Grogu's little hangout now, the little droid port that's behind him. Because it's still
They
domed
changed
off.
that.
Like, why would you dome it off if you weren't gonna use it for that? They could have just took it all out and just made it steel. They could have welded steel around it. Why just put a dome over it? So that's probably gonna be Grogu's little hangout area now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, um, I had a yes, season 3 it should be epic. We'll see. I think on a business side, I think what they did was give Mando the Naboo Starfighter because from what I remember when Jesus when the I was about to say The Force Awakens. I always get the movies mixed up. I'm sorry. When Phantom Menace, Jesus, when it first came out and they dropped the merchandise, the toys, I don't think the Naboo Starfighter sold very well. So they probably have a warehouse full of these starfighters somewhere going, how are we going to get rid of these things? So now they got this brand new show. It's fire. They blew up the Mando ship and they're like, oh, let's give him a Naboo starfighter. We can repaint all these things and sell them as the Mando ship now. So that's what I think they did. So when you see all these toys on the shelves, you look at them, they're going to be the old Naboo starships, repainted, chromed out, Mando starships. They know how to recycle. They're going to get their money's worth. Oh, man. Because that was the only thing I could think of. Like, why give him a Naboo starship? Like, all the ships they could have gave. They could have even made up a new ship to give him. Especially coming from having a Razor Crest, which is a huge ship that has different quarters and sections, to give him a one-man starship. Like, yeah, he's a loner, but he also like had a ship where he could move around and that he was used to having. Like, it's like going from a van to a motorcycle, you know? So I just kind of didn't understand why they would do that. So I think it was just so they could sell some starfighters. They got them in a warehouse. They're about to repaint them and put them out. He just bought the Razor. Yeah, and that's another thing. They're like, oh, okay, we made all these people buy the Razor Crest. We blew it up. Now we're going to give them another ship. And by the end of season 3, we're going to blow that up and give them another ship. Oh, man. But this was a dope episode. As usual.
What a fun.
Yeah, as usual, I'm excited for the next episode. Very excited because it's the last 2 episodes. The next episode is directed by Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, he created Clone Wars and created a lot of characters on Clone Wars. And so far, every episode that he's directed of these live action shows, some Clone Wars character has shown up. So I'm assuming a Clone Wars character is showing up. So let's be prepared for that. I don't know who it's going to be, but something special or crazy is going to happen in this next episode. I don't know. I just can't wait. I can't wait. It's just it feels like it's taking forever to get here, but it's also right around the corner. So yeah, let's go. Book of Boba. Is that it?
It was amazing. I'm excited for next week, man. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Next 2 episodes. It's gonna take so long to get to these episodes.
I know. Yes, Bryce Dallas Howard did direct this episode. Yes, she did. I couldn't remember her name last night. I knew her last name was Howard because she's Ron Howard's daughter, but I couldn't remember her whole name. So yeah, she did direct this last episode. And her episodes of Mandalorian weren't bad either, so it was pretty cool. So I believe Dave Filoni directs the next episode, and I think Robert Rodriguez is directing the last episode. So it should be 2 exciting episodes to come. So with that being said, that's all for the Book of Boba Fett. I think we can end the show there because there's really nothing else to talk about. What you got going on, bro?
Filming tomorrow, so we'll get some videos this weekend. You guys will get spoiled by Pop-to-Eat franchise. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Yeah, so I'll probably have some videos out this weekend. Yeah, otherwise that, and then possibly something a little bit extra. Just doing the fine tuning, and maybe it'll be out this weekend. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, don't forget.
Push the button!
And I've got stuff coming. I did a video showing all of my Star Wars pops. I was gonna put them all on the spinner, but just doing like the first row was taking forever. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take pictures of all of them. I'm gonna put them on the video, and you're gonna get to see them. So It's not as a detailed or in-depth video as I wanted it to be because I figured it's going to take forever, and I have the patience to do it, but I really don't want to do it. So I actually had it done, but realized I got hit with some copyright strikes. Not strikes, but copyright because of the music I use. So I'm going to see if I could switch up the music or what have you. So that video is going to be delayed, which is going to delay all the other videos I'm doing because I really want to put this one out before I start showing more of my Star Wars collection, because I just got some pops, which are Star Wars pops. So the collection is going to start growing some more. Outside of that, come join us in about half an hour. Pop Heat's channel. Pop the Chaos. What do you call an Irishman sitting on your lawn? Vincent. Also tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on with Johnny Funko. Come check that out. He's interviewing me, which is awesome. I started my interview show again. If you haven't seen it, the last one I did was with Mad Hatter Pops. It was pretty cool. I'm going to start doing more. I'll have more people coming up eventually. And all my other videos, they'll drop as they come. I'm you know how I do. Anyway, no more jibber jabber. No more dilly dallying. I'm your boy L from Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T. This is the Hot Topics live stream. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.
It's over.